There back my little Christmas tree. I nearly killed this tree 2 years ago. It dried out and a lot of it died back, so it's a bit of a mess. It's still long and leggy, but still alive. In the last video, I just had to leave it alone all year, just to recover, which is pretty much going to be the story again for this year. Although I am trimmed it here, but only very lightly. I just want to stop the really strong tips from taking off. I won't be able to hack it back like a deciduous tree, so I can't let everything get too long or leggy, or it's just going to get stuck like that. It's already sort of like that, but luckily it can backbud, and there is some inner growth, so really I want to make sure that is able to grow, so it can fill back in. Then it will sort of be back to where it was before I near killed it. Then I can think about working it again and hopefully making something interesting. So really, for most of this video, it's just going to be left to recover. It's annoying when you get a setback like this with a tree, especially if it's a tree like this, where it can ruin everything and be very hard to recover the shape that you were going for. The good thing is that it is still alive, so I'll just have to work with what I've got and try and see what happens. As this video progresses, you will see it gets a little more healthy and bushy, but of course it's all out at the tips. I think there will be a lot of wire used on this tree, and I also might have to make it a little larger overall. That might be how I get around the leggy parts, but we'll see. That's definitely a problem for another day. Right now I just need to get it back to full health and then go from there. In June, you can see the trunk has a pretty cool shape. I wired it a few years ago when it was small, since it was arrow straight. It's kind of funky now, but better than totally straight. There's also some lower foliage, so I could also maybe just cut back to that and start from there. But again, that's a problem for another day, although it is something I should actually think about this winter. It's looking alright in August. It hasn't shot off and gone crazy, but it does look healthy, so I'm happy enough with it. It's slowly getting there. Now I'll admit, I don't really have much drama on my channel, but here in September things got pretty wild. Just watch the pot and see if you notice it. Did you see it? Let me do a zoomed in replay. An absolute beast of a spider that was on the pot just ran away like a rocket. I was pretty traumatized after that for some time. Anyway, you can't really see anything here in October, as the sun decided to come out and just ruin everything in my shot. But here we are in November, where it's of course stopped growing for the year, so it did okay, nothing drastic, but it's much healthier now, and that's all that matters. And here we are now, where it's just chilling. Hopefully next year's video will be a little more interesting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.